Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, please accept my humble obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. My name is Tirthapavana Das and I'm currently coordinating education in ISKCON, Russia. And I was asked to say a few words about this sphere. We all know this famous verse, Yarideha Tarikaha Krishna Upadesh, Amara Gyaya Guru Hoy Taredesh. Instruct everyone to follow the orders of Lord Sri Krishna as they are given in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, become a spiritual master and try to liberate everyone in this land. Srila Prabhupada in his purport says that this is the sublime mission of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, which means it is an entirely educational movement. From the very basics of preliminary principles and spiritual life, and up to the time the person actually achieves love to Godhead, he is being trained. When we go to the temple, when we distribute books, when we conduct preaching programs, when we honor prasadam or manage something, all of that is an educational process, both for us and for those we take care of. If we see education just as academical studies in the classroom, it is somewhat limited view that often separates education from our real day-to-day life. But if we look at education in this way, that everything is part of educational process, then all our lives turn into the process of continuous 24-hour study program, which has been described in the Nectar of Devotion. Now, this process can be chaotic when everyone develops under the influence of random circumstances, and we just hope for the divine intervenience of the Super Soul, which will take care of the devotee's growth, or we can serve to systematize this process for its better optimization. So that every devotee, on each level of their spiritual path, would get medicine that would be described for those devotees on that step of the spiritual ladder where they are currently. Now, if we just create a systematic template for everyone, that you study this, study that, and study that, that would probably work for robots, but not for living beings in the sphere of bhakti. For us, we have to make it more individual through the person who could actually observe our lives and guide us in our lives. And not from very big distance. He has to be able to actually look at how we work, walk, talk. So on these basic principles, that education should be practical, ongoing, authoritatively and individually guided, and systematic, we are trying to develop this area in Russia, so that from the very beginning the person gets into the association of those who are more mature and is being guided by them. In order to achieve it, we try to educate educators, provide them with necessary materials and resources, care for them, and bring them into sanghas with each other, so that they could churn Krishna consciousness with each other by 6 loving relationships. And from that, the wave of heat would spread further on to all other Vaishnavas. These are few words that I can say here in this video, as the time of it is quite limited. But if you would like to hear a little bit more of practical tips on how we try to develop education in Russia, and maybe some of that will be useful for you, then you can read an article that I wrote some time ago for the Ministry of Education. The link will be provided with this video. So I hope you will find something useful in there. And also, I really hope that by our joint efforts in this area of education, we will be worthy of helping Srila Prabhupada to manifest his desire. And this wonderful event of International Educational Conference that is happening these days is the beginning of that. Hare Krishna.